This is part one of mental math strategies. These strategies will help you think more flexibly about math, and as you get into higher math, they will help you understand what you're doing and make you able to do things much more quickly. The first strategy we're going to look at is called doubling. You find the double, then you adjust your answer. Let me show you what I mean. This problem right here is called a double because it's the same two numbers added together. So we know that 3 plus 3 is 6. So therefore 30 plus 30 must be 60. So if you know your doubles, you'll be fine. Now when you have a problem that's close to a double, if you find that double, then you can add or subtract the amount that you need to adjust to get your answer. So if you think of 29 as 30 minus 1, I'm going to put a little thought bubble here. If you think of 29 as 30 minus 1, then you can add your two 30s. 30 plus 30 equals 60. Now you need to adjust your answer because we're not adding 30 plus 30, we're adding 29 plus 29. So you need two more numbers to get, well, you're actually taking away two numbers to get down to 29. So this is 30 minus 1, this is 30 minus 1. So you have minus 1 and minus 1, which means you need to minus 2. So in the basic addition strategies, I told you that when you have to add 2, you just count up. Well, we can count back 2 to subtract 2. So if we count backwards 2, we have 60, 59, 58. So 29 plus 29 equals 58. There's another way that you can do this. You can use the doubles of just exactly what you see here. Watch this. 20 plus 20 is 40. 9 plus 9 is 18. Then you add your tens place. 40 and 10 is 50. 0 and 8 is 58. So there's two ways that you can do that one. 30 plus 30 equals 60. Count back 2 to adjust your answer. Or you can just take your numbers and just do the simple problems. You're decomposing when you do this. This is called decomposing. Let me write that for you so you can see it. We're taking it apart, decomposing those numbers. We were adding the values of the digits. Okay? So now we're going to do this one. We're going to do it both ways. The first way was to double and adjust. So 29 is 1 away from 30. 28 is 3 away from, or 2 away, sorry. Let me say that again. 29 is 1 away from 30. 28 is 2 away from 30. So that means you need to take 3 away from your final answer in order to adjust it. So if we do 30 plus 30 equals 60, then we're going to subtract 3. Now we could go through all the borrowing, but since it's only 3, we can count backwards. So we count 60, then we count backwards. 59, 58, 57. Let's do it another way so that you can see how that works using decomposing or using the values of the digits. So 29 plus 28, 20 plus 20 is 40, 9 plus 8. Now this might be hard, but if you remember in the basic addition strategies I covered how to do that. You can think of it as 9 plus 9, which is 18, and then count back 1, which is 17. And then we have 40 plus 10 is 50, and 0 plus 7 is 7, 57. So either way you slice it, it equals 57. Now if you have 29 plus 30, this one's nice because you're only 1 away from 30 here and you're right on 30 there. So 30 plus 30 is 60, and then if you take away the 1 from here to adjust your answer, the answer is 59. Let's do it using the decomposing technique. 29 plus 30. The value of the 2 and the value of the 3 are 20 and 30. 20 plus 30 is 50. And then 9 plus 0 is 9, 59. So that's how you use the doubling. You can also use it when you're subtracting. I know that 30 plus 30 is 60, so likewise, because of fact families, 60 minus 30 equals 30. I have the same problem here, except I have 31, and that's just one more. So I know I'm going to need to take away 1 from my answer to adjust it. So 60 minus 31, if I think of this as 60 minus 30, I'll have 30, and then I need to take away that 1 to make it 29. And if I do it the long way, you'll see that that works. 0 minus 1, I can't do that. Bottom's bigger, borrow babe. So I'm going to cross out the 6, make it a 5, make the 0 into a 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 5 minus 3 is 2. And there's the answer, 29. I can do the same thing with 60 minus 29, but because this is less than 30, this is where it gets a little confusing. Since this is less than 30, I know I need to add 1 to adjust my answer. Okay, so here I had to subtract 1. I'm going to put that in a little tiny circle here. That's like a little quick thought bubble. But here I'm going to have to add 1. I know I'm subtracting in my problem, but if I add 1 to 29, I have 30. 29 plus 1 is 30. That's where that comes from. 31 minus 1 is 30. So that's where you get the little plus 1 and the minus 1. So ignore this symbol right here when you're thinking of how you're going to make your adjustment. So 60 minus 30 is 30. And then I'm going to add 1 from here, which is 31. So I can subtract 60 minus 29 the old-fashioned way to prove my answer. 0 minus 9, I can't do it. Bottom's bigger, borrow babe. So I'm going to cross out the 6 and make it a 5. Make the 0 into a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. And 5 minus 2 is 3. And that came out wrong. What did I do? No, that's right. I was looking up here at the 29. See, you got to always check your answer. See, 31 and 31. So there you go. I can check my answer by adding 2 if I'm not sure. I can, since I said this is 31, I can say 31 plus 29. If I add this to this number here, I should get 60. 1 plus 9 is 0. Well, it's 10, sorry. Carry the 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, and 1 more is 6. And there's my beginning number, so I know that I'm right. Okay, let's do this one. Let's see if I can do a clean practice for you, since I goofed a minute ago. So I see 60 minus 32. This one I know is close to 30 because I can round to 30. So in order to get to 30, I have to subtract 2. So I'm going to put it up here in my little quickie thought bubble. And 60 minus 30 is 30. Then I'm going to subtract 2. And rather than doing all that borrowing, I'm just going to count back because it's only 2 numbers. So 30, 29, 28. Okay, now I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way to show you, and hopefully I remember to look at the right number this time. 0 minus 2, I can't do it. Bottom's bigger, borrow babe. So I'm going to cross out the 6 and make it a 5. Make the 0 into a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 5 minus 3 is 2. 28 and 28. See, I did do it right, and I even noticed it this time. Now I can check my answer by adding. I can take my 28, add it to my 32, and see if I get 60. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, and 1 more is 6. That's 60. So that is how you use doubling to find your answer. You find the double, then just adjust your answer either by adding or subtracting just a couple of numbers.